Hi, today we're at Suffolk Wildlife Trust's reserve at Micklemere, and we have Drew, one of our sons, with us. We're always in a little bit of awe of Drew because he has a first-class honours degree in photography and he's more used to using high-end DSLRs rather than our bridge cameras, but we always learn something from him and we're very pleased to be with him. Here you can see some of the topiary that's on the approach to the reserve. Quite fantastic, really. And it's quite extraordinary with this reserve because we moved to Norfolk in 1997. Drew was only 12 then, and we literally have passed this reserve thousands of times in our journeys backwards and forwards from Bressingham to Bury St Edmunds. And we've never looked at it at all. And today is the first time we've ever been here. And what a lovely surprise it was for us to be here. Bit of a grey, murky day, but when we looked in the sightings book, yesterday for instance there were 35 plus snipe, and it didn't take too long for us to see that there were snipe all over the place. I don't think I've ever seen so many snipe in one place before, and so many of them out in the open. As I say, it was lovely to have Drew with us. He gave us quite a lot of tips, and it gave me the chance to put the camera down and just do some bird watching, which I like more than anything else. There were plenty of birds on view: redshank, cormorants, snipe, as I've said before, a buzzard, shovellers, shelduck, Canada geese, greylags, teal. There was one solitary widgeon, which was a bit strange. Normally you see them in quite large flocks. And then we had a little bit of excitement while we were watching the buzzard, because what we thought was a buzzard flew over Micklemere, but it wasn't flying like a buzzard, and it was very white underneath. We didn't see it for very long, but I think really we thought it was an osprey that was passing over. There are a lot of them returning to the UK from their winter grounds in Senegal, in North Africa, and I think we were just fortunate enough to see one passing over this location. Where it was en route to, I don't know. I mean, it might not have even been staying in the UK. It might have been going on to Scandinavia. But here we see a shoveller. There were 6 pairs of shoveller, and they all were asleep. So not much action there. And a lapwing here. A few of those dotted about, and I suspect a few more perhaps sitting on nests that were quite concealed. A redshank making an appearance. Drew did catch some footage of redshank displaying and mating, but unfortunately it was a bit too short to be able to do anything with in the video. But here we see a lovely snipe out in the open, one of my favourite birds. So beautifully marked, so difficult to see when they're in the foliage and in the undergrowth, but this one was clearly on display, as were many yesterday. We only stayed on the reserve for half an hour because we had to get back to Drew and Dawn's dog Willow, we'd left alone. We also saw this buzzard sitting on the fence, and I think perhaps he feels a bit better for that little movement. But Drew managed to catch him beautifully, and as he flew up into the tree as well. And it was at this time that we think that the osprey flew over. And I think we were all a little bit caught with our attention between this buzzard and the bird that flew over. But a lovely half hour, well spent, and I think we think that we may well go back there again. It's a reserve that's flanked by 2 busy roads. There's only one hide there, It's between Diss and Bury St Edmunds, and traffic is quite heavy all around it. And I say we've passed it so many times, but such a little jewel in the crown, tucked away. We also saw our second swallow of the spring so far, so I guess summer is really on its way now. We look forward to that. Let me just leave you to finish watching the video. Bye for now, and thanks for watching.